Good evening, this is Rolling Swarm and we are going to be starting our stream early, ditching the technical setup. So let's get cracking into it. Good evening all, Rolling Swarm here. Hope you're doing well. I've had a pretty tough week, but it's going to be an absolutely fantastic weekend, jam-packed full of WoT Blitz esports action. We've started off with Asia. We've had some very interesting games played there. Certainly I caught rounds 7 and 8 on Amonet's channel. That's been an absolute blast. This evening, rounds 7 and 8, this stream EU server, and then in many hours time, in the small hours of the morning on Europe, at 9 PM Eastern time, North America, we'll be covering some more Rain RGN games there. But now into the meat of the matter. What are we seeing this evening? And let me just quickly flick over in my chart to that. So we're coming up, this is halfway in the round robin. There we go, it's loaded. Fantastic. So yeah, it's in total it's 14 rounds. We've got a group of 8. Each team is playing each other team twice. So that's and let's see here, what's this? Interestingly, I think we've got the wrong microphone plugged in. So bear with me, because we're going to have to try and fix our microphone. I knew there was a reason we started early. Okay, well, I'm sure that would have been absolutely fascinating for you. That is the audio quality when we're not using the boom microphone. So I do apologize for the fan. And we're still waiting for the stream buffer to kick in. Oh my god. This is not, you know what, we're not doing this again. We're gonna stick with the music. Prelude. Just too many things to worry about. Anyway, let's just crack on to business. We've only lost a tiny bit of time. You've been blasted out by my laptop microphone for a few minutes. It's okay. We'll survive. This stream we're going to be covering EROS versus Hapki now by the vagaries of chance. EROS are playing Hapki in tours 7 and 8. So basically both tours are random. There's not like a particular order that's not repeated, it's not mirrored, it's just a random order. And poor Hapki are going to play EROS back to back, and I do believe that we're covering both of those games. So EROS versus Hapki tour 7, and then EROS versus Hapki in it's tour 8, but it's the second half tour 1. That's what they're calling it up here. Other games this evening. Tonight, we're on a precipice, halfway point. Lots of interesting things happening. Raid versus Win. Now, Raid took R2K to a tiebreaker. They have actually been playing very well in general over the last couple of evenings. They had a very rocky start, but they're doing well. And they are ones that we need to be watching out for. I think Raid are... Well, let's just pop back to the Excel sheet. There we go. Raid are currently 3 and 3. They've lost to EROS, Easy, and R2K. This was the 2 early on games, but they've recovered, beating WoT, First Alliance, crushing Souls, narrowly missing out to R2K on the tiebreak. And bearing in mind EROS also took R2K to a tiebreak. That is not too shabby. So, there we go, we're still not muted. Oh god. Panic! Panic! So, this is going to be one to watch. Win, of course, currently 2-4. Hot on the heels of their opponent. Of their opponents. Raid, Easy, First Alliance. Those teams kind of battling it out for 4th place. 3rd, 4th place. It's pretty open at the moment, but it's going to be getting closed off pretty effectively by the end of tonight. So I'm just explaining to you guys how a 5-minute delay works. Coil gets it. He knows. He knows the drill. Okay. That's good. That's a good match. Okay. So, yeah, we've got Raid versus who is next. That'll be a good one. R2K versus First Alliance. Now R2K have beaten everyone so far. They're currently they're currently 6-0. First Alliance are 4-2. This could be a very interesting match. If First Alliance are able to shut down R2K, that will really put them in the runnings as a serious competitor. For to win the event overall. I'm keeping my eye on the chat about coins. Easy should be able to beat Souls. R2K should be able to beat Souls. First Alliance versus Raid. Similarly, both teams a lot to prove here. And then Win versus Easy. Just reading the chat. I know I fixed it already. Win versus Easy. That will be. Well, basically, I'll put it like this. Win, if they're not able to beat Raid and Easy this evening, their chase, or at least one of them. If Win can't win at least one match this evening, they will they will be out. They'll be out of the chase for the top 4. So we're just waiting for that room invite now. That juicy room invite should be coming through in 2 minutes. We've got some good matches lined up. I'm sorry for those of you who tuned in early and caught my fan. I was having some issues with the microphone cable, so my PC was switching. But yeah, just for those of you who don't know, I am running the stream on a 5-minute delay, which prevents teams from stream sniping one another. If you're asking about coins, you need to be following the instructions in the video description. Also, there's a link to my Discord channel there as well, and my Patreon page if that's something that you're interested in. Coil confirming that the sound has indeed been fixed. Thank you, buddy. So yeah, you do need to be going into Wargaming's portal and to be using that's how you get the coins, basically. That is how you get the coins. You go into Wargaming's portal and make sure you're logged in. You can only earn coins on the server that this stream is linked to. So if you're on an NA account, you won't get coins for your NA account by watching this stream. You will get coins for any EU accounts, well, one account, singular, that you may have. So with that in mind, we're just waiting for the room invite. Any second now. Very much looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing some good games from EROS. It should be a bit of a breather for them. They had a tough time
basically getting beaten on the tiebreaker. That's the room invite. Getting beaten on the tiebreaker by R2K. And there we go. Yes, we are indeed following EROS versus Hapki. So they were beaten on the tiebreaker versus R2K Thursday evening. Very tough match for them. So they'll be looking forward to a relatively easy Saturday. Although tomorrow they will be facing... Who will they be facing? They'll be facing First Alliance and then R2K. So this is the easy day this weekend for EROS. EROS having a very tough evening ahead of them on Sunday. We've got lots of people in chat. Killer Bees, Michael B, VTech, Captain Clash. Hamonet won't be his golf girlfriend. My condolences, buddy. Amp Coil, thank you, Amp Coil, for sound check, much appreciated. Exaro, Irrelevant Irrelevance, Arnold Sabo, Rowena Miller, lots of cool people, Alex Carson, and Blue Monkey Gaming from New Jersey. Wonderful. Well, we've got 3 minutes to go. The map that we're seeing today is Dynasty's Pearl. Let's hop on over to StratSketch. Let's see if I don't have a Dynasty's Pearl briefing just kicking around. I do indeed. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We're going to have to... Oh no. Well, we've done horrible things to StratSketch. We've broken StratSketch. Let's see. Here's a lesson. Don't zoom in and out on StratSketch. Let's see. There we go. We fixed it. We fixed it. So, 3 minutes to go. The teams will just be preparing their lineups. Dynasty's Pearl, middle of the road. It's not particularly new. It's not particularly old. It is quite interesting, though. Very much a heavy map. Most of the action, though, will be kind of concentrated in here. The spawn areas are rather large and not used very much in typical play, both in randoms and especially in Clan Wars. Sometimes you get some sneaky flanking action coming in through the back here, but that is a bit of a rarity. C, the medium cap, very important to control this. B, a tough cap to get, but if you can get it, very rewarding, can be crucial in terms of swinging the cap pressure. A, on the heavy cap, it's quite exposed. Can be rushed on, can be capped sneakily by a Batchat. And there we go. It's just saying, we are still good on the string. The A cap, I expect we'll see EROS probably playing A and B this evening. C is, it can be a bit of a gamble at sometimes. Remains to be seen. Maybe we'll leave this here. We'll come back to it maybe in between games with some doodles. So the teams are just readying up now. And Amcoil's advising everyone to forget the first few minutes. Do forget the first few minutes. They were terrible. We know they were terrible. We know all you could hear is the fan, and all you could see was me looking at the thing going, what's going on? We fixed it. We fixed it. So, 1 minute to go. Let's have a look at these lineups. They should be relatively stable now in place. EROS, very heavy. Potentially last will get put in a Batchat. He's not confirmed his tank yet. We're seeing a good mix of fast heavies. Makes me think that we are going to see a rush for A. Mouse E100 and a mixture of the Russians and Chinese tanks. E3, nice sturdy choice for either environment, the mid cap or the city cap. EROS playing fast and loose. Hapki, triple mouse, triple 113 and a 140. This is a very gutsy lineup. It's going to hit hard, but it's going to lead them with limitations in how quickly they can move. The 113s, although they're fast, will separate very quickly from the mouse tanks. So we're going into it finally. Looking forward to this very much. Certainly Hapki are the underdogs on paper here. And Hapki already ditching the the pro avatars, which if this isn't a bullseye in randoms, I don't know what is. Yes, don't worry guys, you are indeed live. EROS, red team, south spawn, Hapki, blue team, north spawn. Hapki, 5 speed boost dropped. The 140 error on Blitz, barreling his way to C. Karalek says a hodge. Don't know what that means. Error on Blitz into C very quickly, and like I predicted, Romka, Nicolade, the 113 IS-7 moving quickly. They're into A. They might cap A before C potentially. There's 2 of them there. They do. They get it. Bearing in mind, the more up to 3 tanks that you stack into a cap, the faster it ticks over. B will be a bit of a linchpin. Now we're seeing Vupsi and the mouse. Karalek in the E3. They're coming around. They're going to make contact with Error on Blitz. They're looking for sneaky side shots. No real damage yet, apart from X5. Although that being said, Hapki are taking a bit of a beating. WoT getting punished as his last. EROS have played this very aggressively. They're banking on skill. X5 will be going down. Potentially, it looks like Karalek or Vupsi will be locking up the kill. Potentially Vupsi here blocks the shot. Finishes X5. First gun advantage to EROS. We've also lost one of the 113s. And now the other 113 is surrounded by lots and lots of angry red tanks. He goes down. EROS. We've lost RG. Hapki have pushed the mouse tanks deep into A. They've shored up A. RG lagging AF. Error on Blitz has done a good job to get out of there with some of his hit points intact. It's a 2-gun advantage to EROS. But they do have the mouse tanks in a bit of a tricky situation here. Let's see. Michael will be looking to block the shot from WoT. Doesn't quite manage it. Nico will be looking to put one more in. He gets it. WoT bounces. WoT connects. Michael in trouble. Bunder09 goes down. Nico doesn't quite connect. WoT with the flank. Petros getting chased. Karalek will put a huge amount of damage into someone. Michael 997 down. Petros and Era last tank standing for Hapki. Karalek charging in. Karalek potentially to put a huge pile of damage into the back of Petros. Connects. Romka with the kill. No, WoT swoops in, and now where has that 140 gone? The 140 is here. Nico on the chase. The 140 shooting a building? I don't know. EROS very competently dispatching Hapki. And Hamish the Ham. Yeah, we will take a friend request. We'll take all of the friend requests. We can see here EROS 7,000k damage inflicted ahead of their opponents, looking very comfortable throughout that match. Hapki, bit of a gutsy call with the triple mouse. I think they weren't... The mouse tanks needed to meet EROS head on. They were not part of the fight. They were not effective for a large part of that battle. They were not part of that battle around the A area. Let's actually just drop in here. So the mouse tanks, well, EROS were very quickly able to get A, faster than Hapki got C. EROS had Vupsi, and they had a mouse and an E3 here doing very well. Came in hard on B. The mouse tanks, I didn't really see where they went. I think they were around C. They came into the city very late. The crux of the issue is the mouse tanks weren't hyper effective. They weren't doing enough damage early on to blunt EROS. And now let's just go back to the room. 28 seconds to go. And we're just waiting now. For the timer to tick down. EROS. Similar lineup, although Karolek's in a 2-1-5B. They've ditched the E3. Last is playing around with the ready button. Toying with our emotions. If you've ever been in a situation where you're readying up for a tournament and one of your teammates is just flicking on and off between being ready and not ready, you'll understand how incredibly frustrating that can be for the captain and the other players in the team. Hapki, no, they've changed the 140 in for a 263. You have to wonder where they're going. It looks like RG is still having connection problems. Karolek in the Hardy camouflage. Available for 750 gold in the store. Looks good. Looks very good indeed. He is barreling his way to C. And I think this is not a standard EROS tactic using the 2-1-5B. Maybe they're getting a bit cocky here. This could be their undoing. Hapki triple 1-1-3s in a X5. Making his way around the backfield. Bunda! Overextending. Catches around 900 damage. EROS with C. They're behind by about 45, 50 cap points. The pressure is on them to do something. RG, E100 says he can get B. Asking his team to play it smart. RG with support of WoT. EROS probably not too concerned. It looks like WoT is going to be making his way in through the spawn. I said that they don't usually use this part of the map. WoT giving them a tour. Looks like Hapki are stacking for a push here. And EROS may be about to lose to Hapki because Hapki are coming in hard. Look at this. Beautiful 4-tank push. Last is in so much trouble. Last and Shock going down. Veta, RG having to pile in. Karolek's low. The hit points are pretty much neck and neck. But EROS are losing guns if Hapki can keep up this momentum. And it looks like Karolek in that 2-1-5B is in a bit of trouble here. Now Veta, RG, WoT. Karolek goes down. It's a 4-gun advantage. This is the cockiness that we were talking about. EROS really underestimating their opponents. Taking too many risks and chances. Hapki punishing them for that. You've got to remember these guys are in the pro tournament. If you give them an edge, they will use it. WoT and RG now. Spiritual leaders of the team. Nico takes down. He takes down, I think it was Bunda, but goes down. It's now a 2-on-5. Hapki should be walking away with this one. RG and WoT will be wondering, where did it all go wrong? Certainly that was a wonderful 4-tank push by Hapki. And RG goes down. WoT looking to hold on for as long as he can. Takes down a 1-1-3. He's going down swinging. And Hapki taking EROS 1-1. Showing everyone that they are not to be taken lightly. Wonderful push with 4 tanks. Very aggressive. In through. Back through their own spawn, I think. They pushed in very aggressively. And caught EROS. A small portion of EROS' team. And look at this. The damage numbers hugely in the favor of Hapki. They caught a small portion of EROS' team off guard in the B cap. Part of EROS was still doing a rotation through to come in on the flank of B. Obviously not moving as quickly as Hapki. Hapki barreling the mouses in over B. Their 1-1-3s and 2-6-3 coming in the back. Really nice use of the 1-1-3 speed. Triple 1-1-3s flanking in beautifully. Now we're going on to Mayan Ruins. Let's just see if we can load this up. We've got 1 minute to go. Mayan Ruins. You know the map. I won't show you it on the mini-map. A, the heavy cap. C, the medium cap. B, the no man's land. If you can get it, good for you. But good luck getting out of there. A bit of a trap, but can be used to bait opponents into unfavorable situations. Looks like Hapki are sticking with a heavy lineup. Certainly A, on the Mayan Ruins map, is a good environment for the mouse tank. It's one of the few places where the mouse tank is still viable. And we've got 20 seconds to go. EROS juggling their lineup. Looks like they're going to be playing pretty standard with a mixture of Russian tanks, mediums, heavies, backed up by that very reliable Russian TD, the 268. And Pablo Cruz says, rolling you the man on the mic. Thank you, buddy. I am trying my best. Hapki, EROS, 1-1, going in. Hapki, double mouse, W50M, W113s. Hapki again with this heavy lineup, this hammer and anvil strategy. Let's see. We're in EROS, red team south spawn, Hapki, blue team north spawn. Well, let's follow the fast guys from EROS. Last is AFK and Karolek. Last and Karolek. Double 140s. We're back to that 2016 meta. They're potentially about to get punished by the E50Ms, Error on Blitz, Petros, X5. The 263 backing them up will get them some punch. Error on Blitz and Petros here. Very strong position. Last has been spotted. X5's also been spotted now. EROS, we can see them coming across the middle here. Michael 997, Bunder 09 barreling into B. RG in the E100 will be looking for shots potentially on them. Doesn't connect. Well, he does connect, but it doesn't go in. Nico bleeding hit points. Bunder and Michael hammering into the 268. The 268 gets a low roll in there. But EROS in trouble. Hapki could be overextending here. The 113 in the middle. We've lost Nico. Hapki are a gun up early on. EROS, the favorites on paper, having a very rocky time indeed. Karolek goes down. X5 goes down. Romko, Vupsi last need to shut down these E50Ms. Veta keeping the 113 busy in the middle. The mouse tanks not stopping for RG, leaving him there in the flank. EROS have tied it up guns-wise. They are leading in hit points, but only just. Last goes down to Petros. It's now a 4-on-5. Vupsi and Romka looking to take down Petrov. RG takes down the 113. And we've got two mouse tanks and a 113. And look at this. Michael shielding the 113 from Veta. Veta looking to connect. RG with the kill. No, gets a nice batch of damage into Bunder 09. Zilopopsti, the 113, not quite connecting into RG. EROS with a significant hit point advantage here. 5-1 in terms of hit points. Should be able to tie this one up quite nicely. Whoopsie will be looking for the kill. Gets a nice shot into Bunder 09 on 442 HP. The 113 on one. I won't even try and pronounce that. On 140 HP. Whoopsie. He knows he'll take some damage. 733, but he should be able to pick up the kill on the 113 here. Does get it. Bunder 09, 93 HP. RG with the HE roll to seal the deal for EROS. 2-1 for EROS. Tour 7. Best of 5. First team to 3 wins to take it. EROS on match point. Hapki though, rocking EROS' boat just a little bit. EROS will not be happy with the opening phases of that game. The mouse tanks pushing in through B, getting an early kill on Nico in the 268 chaser. That is not something that EROS will be happy about. They are looking to win this convincingly, and they need to be demonstrating to other teams in the professionals tournament that they are at peak performance. And certainly That, what we have just seen, is not them at peak. The first game, yes. The other two games, not so much. 2-1. EROS looking to shut down Hapki on the second spawn on Mayan Ruins. And let's actually just jump over to the map. And certainly we saw Bunder09 and Michael997 pushing through B. Nico shut down very early on here. RG was sort of in this kind of little mini TD-esque area. Very good call by Hapki to leave him alone, get stuck into the brawl here. I think the 140s played very well, good DPM exchanges, kind of kept EROS in the game in this region. Certainly WoT in the IS4 in the middle here did a nice job anchoring the EROS team together for long enough, and then individual skill shone through towards the end. But certainly in terms of initial strategic gambits, Hapki on level footing with EROS at the very least, potentially with a slight edge early on, just getting outplayed in the later phases. Going in 2-1, Mayan Ruins, EROS versus Hapki. We're going to be seeing EROS north spawn this time, Hapki south spawn. Let's see if Hapki can take EROS to the tiebreaker. Bearing in mind, Hapki have taken First Alliance and Easy. I think Easy. They've taken two very good teams to a tiebreaker. Certainly one of them is First Alliance. So only a fool would underestimate Hapki, although they are winless, scoreless overall. They are proving very tricky opponents for some teams to deal with. This is the first time that EROS and Hapki have tangled, and we'll be seeing them tangle for the second and last team of the round robin format in Tour 8 immediately after this one. Hapki, blue team north spawn, moving very slowly. I think they had some unfortunate spawns. What an interesting lineup we have here. EE3, triple 263 with a 1 IS4. They are going to be looking to dominate the A area, but they had some really, really poor spawn positions. Now, the IS4 is taking a nice spotting route here. Needs to be careful that the same thing that happened to Nico from EROS last game doesn't happen to him. He is vulnerable to crossfire. Certainly RG in the E100 is looking, but the wall just obscuring him. Now, error on Blitz. Let's see. X5 error on Blitz, double 263s, twin camouflage going on there. They've capped off A nice and early. We're seeing Karolek in the 140 going for C. And ooh, Nico in trouble. Nico in a lot of trouble. Gets a little HE roll in there. EROS, well, Karolek for EROS, getting C. That'll stop the score from ticking over too far in the favor of Hapki, but Hapki do have the lead. They have inertia, they can hold on. That IS4, he's finally starting to take damage. It's Romka in the E5, laying some big hits in. And X5 takes a huge roll from RG, I think. And now Voopsy gets a shot in. Karolek closing in for the kill. No, he's not there. He's on the other side of the map. Oh, error on Blitz, shielding X5, blocks the shot, but keeps X5 in the game. Voopsy looking for the kill shot. Won't get it. Bounces error, gets a shot in. X5 goes down. Nico now, and error on Blitz in trouble. Problem with the turretless TDs. Nico coming in. We'll be looking for that kill shot. Nico picks it up. WoT gets a shot in as well. Two-gun advantage to EROS. Great hit by RG. RG rocking the E100 very well indeed. Now there are 5 guns on the table for Hapki. We've got the Mouse IS4 on the slope here. EE3s in the city. The other 263, Petro's going toe-to-toe with WoT. WoT should be able to outplay him. Certainly Nico will be coming in for support. Looks like Michael997's coming round. The Mouse and IS4 getting shut down by Karolek. Bunder09 doing a good job of shielding the IS4. Voopsy last hammering damage. That is a large mosquito flying in front of my screen. Last looking for the kill shot on the IS4, using the Russian medium's mobility. Gets it! Bunder09. Well, Michael's taken down RG. Finally, the 100's down last. Bounces Bunder. The E3 about to go down to Whoopsie. Last shuts down the mouse. Last man standing, Michael. Nico. No, not Nico. Rumka for the kill. EROS coming in strong. Finally waking up. Taking it to Hapki at long last. And that was a very good game for EROS. A very interesting and unusual lineup for Hapki. Not sure how they were expecting 5 TDs to work on that map. Maybe there was a little miscommunication in the wings, and we can see here probably the strongest game that EROS have had so far. Huge discrepancy in the damage numbers. A very comfortable win for EROS indeed. Now, we've got a lot of time to wait before. I'm just going to check on my other screen and see what results have come in. Well, Raid have beaten Win 3-0. That will be very encouraging for Raid, very disheartening for Win. EROS beating Hapki 3-1, getting a little bit cocky on their second game there. But pulling it back in the 4th match, back on form, and not underestimating their opponents anymore. We are still waiting for the results to come through from the other games. Let's go and see. We got a replay. About 20 minutes before the next games. Of course, if you are here for the coins, do leave your stream ticking over. You will continue to be awarded coins, which is obviously a fantastic thing if that's what you're here for. But if, you know, we'll just be going over some replays now for the next 20 minutes or so. The invites will be coming through in just under 20 minutes for Tour 8. So we'll watch a couple of replays, we'll look at the scores, we'll talk about the standings, these kind of basic things that we normally do. So let's go and have a look. Actually, now let's have a look for some replays on my Discord server. Okay. Okay, we've got a 140 replay with a whole pile of XP. Let's see if it opens. It does! We're in business. We are in business. That is absolutely fantastic. Right. We're in. It's it's one of the guys from Winter War. I can't see his full player name. We're gonna call him Taka, because Takametsan Haiku. Grumbly sent the replay in over. He said it was he used the last part of the name, Haiku. We're gonna call him Taka. That's much easier. He's in the Object 140 with the Terra camouflage. It is a tier 10, tier 9 game. 5 tier 10s, 2 tier 9s on the field. Looking at the lineups, the enemy team, IS4, IS7, got a nice city one. Now this T54E1, it's one of my kind of like, at least, I don't worry about this tank. I don't really see it as a dangerous tank. It's just, it's too soft. That being said, it does 304 damage to the top of the 140. Doesn't stop him from capping off C though. He needs to be careful though. There are 3 TDs kicking around. That's one of them. That's the 268 in the backfield. Not able to connect. And he will be looking to flush MG Venom out. MG Venom. Oh, both of them shooting the ground, fluffing their shots. Rapid reload of the Russian medium. He'll be looking to get past. Oh, the American tank is on the long reload. He is a goner. That Russian medium will have no trouble finishing him off. And now he's got a nice little bit of hard cover to play with. Whoa! Good angle there on the hull. Bouncing off the front chassis, connecting a second shot into the VT. Looking to get a side shot into the 72K. 72K staying nice and steady. We're up to 2.5k damage inflicted. We've got the cap. Look at this. Going for that sniper's medal as we speak. Potentially with a kill shot here. Oh! Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And another kill shot inbound. Not quite. Strong armor profile of the VK. Denying him. But not the second time. 3k damage inflicted. Now closing in for the kill. 2 Russian heavies and a 1183. Well, a 183 on a table. A 1183 would be. That would be something else. Hustling. Is the 183 AFK, or is it just waiting for him to crest this hill? It is not AFK. Look at this. He's jiggling. He's not making it easy. Gunner takes a hit. Heals the gunner. 183 on the reload. He needs to get past him. Nice jinking there. Trying to throw off the 183 shot. Forcing a lower roll on the Hesh. The speed of the 140. He gets past. And it is good night, Mr. 183. Surely not a guaranteed thing. Oh, look at this. Hammering it in. Raining shells upon his enemy. The IS-7 now connects. He needs this one to go in. He's looking for that lower plate. Doesn't get it. Now he's looking to throw off the shot, and it works. And he picks up the kill. 5.6k damage inflicted. Wonderful. And now we see Rib in the chat. Just here to push the like button. Thank you, buddy. For those of you who are looking maybe to see some other games that are happening this evening, Ammonet will be streaming R2K's games. And Rib, it's in German, but he's got fantastic energy. And he will be streaming Raid's games. Now, Raid have got a really, really good game coming up in Tour 8. So I would encourage you to check that out, either while it happens or afterwards. Actually, I was a couple of guys from R2K and EROS. We were on the R2K Discord server earlier this afternoon. Just watching through Ammonet's stream of the R2K. I got it. I got it. Don't believe me, but I got it. Ah! Sorry, there's like a mosquito the size of a small cat flying around. Oh, we were watching the EROS R2K game, and from Thursday evening, and that was an absolute scorcher. To the tiebreaker, kind of analyzing and dissecting it from both teams' perspectives, and so I thoroughly encourage you guys to have like little watch parties, talk about the strats and whatever between yourselves. It's a great way to improve your own game in Blitz esports, and it's pretty fun. It's better to watch, you know, sports with people, with mates, down the pub or whatever. So Blitz is no different. So great game here though, by Takametsanpeiku. Fantastic performance. Really great job carrying his team, locking down that medium flank, dominating the heavies at range. Beautiful to see. Missions have refreshed. Lovely jubbly. Missions are updated. Apparently the coin timer is still having issues. Unfortunately, that is not something from my end. I can't fix it. But please do message Wargaming to let them know the difficulties that you're having. Hopefully we can get it fixed. I am a huge fan of people getting what they've been promised they'll get, at the very least. So scores are in from the other matches. Souls Oh, whew. We've got an upset. We have an upset. Yes, we love it. Let's go. Let's go look at that upset. We've got an upset. Souls have beaten Easy 3-1. This is good. This is opening up the bottom of the table a little bit more. Well, Win had a very tough time against Raid. Now it's Raid versus Easy in the next fixture. And if Raid are able to beat Easy and Win don't get there, don't win the next game, Raid will be very, very firmly on track for 4th place, possibly even 3rd, if they can keep the pressure up and then come back and beat First Alliance in their rematch fixture. R2K, well, First Alliance, R2K having a lot of... They're winning. They're undefeated. They're currently 7-0, but they've had a lot of games going to the tiebreaker, which is... It's not ideal. You want to be beating people convincingly, but they are winning the series. They are the most successful team thus far in the round robin on the scoreboard, but they are taking a lot of games through to the tiebreaker. So Easy now, potentially looking a little bit ropey for that. And let's see. Oh no, Easy have got Win. Well, this could be a deciding factor for. I mean, Win. If they don't pick up a victory here, it'll be very, very hard for them to make a concerted comeback, noting they've got a whole pile of super tough games ahead. Similarly for Easy, they're kind of falling behind on the scoreboard now after losing to Souls. Now we expect EROS and R2K to win these next 2 fixtures, but I mean, we've seen Hapki, they can give EROS some trouble, and Souls have just smashed Easy 3-1, so certainly don't write anything in stone just yet. First Alliance versus Raid. This will be covered by Rib. This is probably the game to watch in terms of determining who's who in the leaderboards at this particular stage in the tours. Let's go back to the garage. We've got some time actually before the invites come through. Another 8 minutes or so. Let's have a look on the chat. Hamish the Ham loves the stream. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the friend request. Jaras sent the friend request in, and player 8136225704 says hi, and I say hi back, and I salute because that's what good people do. We are not accepting platoon requests, so unfortunately. So let's don't do it again. Let's go and see what's kicking around in the pinned messages situation. Oh, we've got an E100 game from Hated Fate. Yeah, go on then. Let's open it. Let's do it. Let's jump in. Hated Fate from Rain. RGN North American server. E100 Professionals Camouflage. We're on Desert Sands. Not recognizing. Oh no, I see Def V. Saw them. I was keeping an eye on them in the qualifiers of the North American Professionals Tournament. Good lineups. 4 tier 10s, 3 tier 9s per team. The green team with a stronger lineup for the city, certainly at the tier 10s. Looks like the mediums have read that very well indeed. The T55A and the STB1 coming in. It looks like the well, the TDs aren't happy with that, but I would be happy with that. I am happy when the mediums come into a heavy team when there is an advantage on the heavy flank. Certainly with Hated Fate, with a member from Rain here. Oh, picked up a nice bounce. Now he can play. He's going to look for this. He's looking for that hatch. 600 damage exactly. Classified 177. Not happy with that. I mean, didn't manage to connect that very easy shot. I find it bewildering when people don't recognize teams like Rain or Pramo in-game, or like EROS R2K, you know. I make a point. It just helps your game along so much if you know who's a good player, who's a or not, you know. If you're aware of like who's who on your server at the particular tiers in particular that you're playing on, it can be very useful. You can actually capitalize a lot on their strengths, or like work to counter them. Hated Fate here, really making the life of this Jaeger very tricky indeed. Not even interested now than the damage. A max roll of 800. Lovely. Look at this side scraping perfectly. It still manages to block that shot. Look at the damage getting blocked here. Absolutely superb. And there's the pattern. Is he gonna take any damage this game? Well, he's leaving the Jaegeru to the devices of his teammates, looking for the shot into the pattern. The pattern trying to side scrape. Not gonna work. The Reds trying to use cap pressure. There's 3 very fast tanks on the table for them. The VT keeping C secure. The Leopard's going to try and run away, but he's about to get a HE shell up the bum. 929 hit points. Rip, as the phrase is. The pattern takes down the SDB. The VT finishes the job on the Leopard. He's looking for another HE shot. 884 damage. If you're in an E100 and you see the back of an American tank, you had better load those high explosive rounds into your gun, because that is what you can bring to the table. Much damage. And well, it looks like Hated Fate, he's hunting down the Bat Chat, chasing where he anticipates the Bat Chat to be. Bat Chat 940 in HP in the tank, potentially takes down the IS-7, takes a hit in the process. The E100, he's just gonna wait, lining up his shots. Beautifully led. The IS-7 says something about the E100. We can but hope it was positive reinforcement. We'll accept friend request. Mastery badge. Solid performance here. More broad shoulders from Rain, carrying teams on the North American server. We will wait now for the platoon request. Platoon request? Room request. Tournament room request. Getting like PTSD from all the different challenges that I face on stream. And we're waiting. I see that the chat caught up with them, or I've caught up with the chat after I killed the mosquito. That's good. That's just, you know, these things are important. These things are very important. So. Waiting, that invite should be coming through in the next minute or so. Hapki losing to EROS 3-1 in Tour 7. Now back-to-back versus the same opponent into Tour 8. Hapki will be nervous. They're currently the only team on the EU server that is winless, so to speak. No scores on the board just yet. Probably their hunt for a place in the top 4 is over. But the battle for pride and for the rewards for the different places in the top 4 tournament, Sir Marek Warrior, of course, we'll take the friend request, is still underway. And at the very least, this is some of the best training and practice a team can get in the run-up to Twister season 2019. And of course being the biggest event on the Blitz esports calendar. And yeah, just another PSA, public service announcement. Please do obviously watch this stream on the portal from Wargaming when you're logged in, so you can get the coins once the stream is concluded. Of course, please do come and find my channel on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and follow the link in any of my video descriptions to my Discord server and also to the Patreon page if you're interested in supporting the channel. Obviously, the more the merrier. Paying for lovely things. This green screen, which is like back here somewhere, you can't see it. That's kind of the point, but it is there, and you know it's there because you can't see it. I'm sure we could get deep and philosophical on that, but we shan't, because we're waiting for a tournament room invite for EROS versus Hapki Tour 8. EROS coming out of the first half of the round robin stage, 6-1, only losing to R2K. They lost 3-2, going down to the tiebreaker, absolutely cracking the series of games, which you can see on Ammonet's YouTube channel. A room invite will be somewhere. It will be somewhere. Let's go check where it is. Oh, it's coming in at 9 PM. Interesting. All the other days, it's 8 PM and then 8:45, but today, it's 8 PM and then 9 PM. So it won't be coming in 5 minutes. It's coming in 10 minutes. Fantastic. We've got time for more replays. Isn't it a good job that we checked? I'm already... Rory from Hated has invited me. I'm already here. Oh, let's see. Let's invite Rory to our Discord. There we go. Invite people. Rory. There we go. We send an invite. And let's hit up some guys. And now there's a mouse replay somewhere, which is epic, but I've lost it. So I've just hit up the responsible parties. Just to get their attention for that one. In the meantime, we've got more games. Oh, go on then. Let's play one of mine. Now this very casual game that I played this morning, actually, or rather earlier this afternoon. T-34 with the yellow camouflage, the yellow flame camouflage from the T-49A missile event that was held God knows when. Yeah, just a very 6 tier 8, 1 tier 7 per team. We're on Faust. I don't have a lot of I haven't played the game really very much in about a month or so, so it's been good to kind of get back into it. I've been playing a lot of games on WoT PC and doing a lot of stream related stuff. So I haven't actually played as much Touch Blitz as I would like. And the T-34, well, the American heavies are a bit of a sweetheart line for me. The first kind of line that I really got the hang of hull down and some other tank related tactics and shenanigans. So but I absolutely love the T-34. The T-34's turret, the T-30, the tier 9 TD, potentially one of my favorite tanks in the game. It's so strong, and we're just. And now I should have switched up to a HE round there, but obviously did not. Looking to connect with the ISU 152, and we do. Now I'm just showing you this game because you probably hear me chatting a lot on stream. I always advocate fighting until the very end. It doesn't matter what the game's throwing at you, what the odds are. You can't win the game if you give up. So you've really got to fight as hard as you can until you're destroyed. And that is how, like, you know, you have, like, we see some really good replays on channels. This isn't an amazing replay, but it is a fun replay because it demonstrates the art of just hanging in there. And it doesn't matter how desperate the situation may seem, you can always give it your best shot and see how far you can get with that. Now we're currently down to a... oh, I've oversold it. It's actually now on a 3 and 5. Not... and yeah, the team is not doing very well. We're about to lose our tier 7. It's me and he's in the Celestial Camouflage, whatever tank that is. Yeah, me and Vladuti 44, the WZ112-2 Celestial. Now that was me being a little bit cocky, but I got a good trade there, and I took him down to a one-shot, which really reduces his effectiveness. So I'm happy to lose a little bit of HP early on. It's a 2-on-5 situation. My teammate off to my right, he's in a very strong hull down position. Both of us have played. We've been dealing damage. Both of us get good damage numbers on the board, but we've been quite passive in this game. I think our team overreached. And we're finally... well, it wasn't the target I was aiming for, but I'll take the kill nonetheless. Now the Carnivan pushing in could be a bit of a problem. We managed to pull the shot out of him, blow a track, and he has used a repair kit. Always good to try and damage modules, force your opponent to use the repair kits early. Now the Carnivan just slips out of cover for a while. We managed to connect, and our Laduti 44 is doing some stuff, but now he's getting pushed on. We've taken it down from a 2-on-5 to a 2-on-3. We had some nice one-shots. Now that was... proud of that shot. Proud of that. That was a good shot. Alright. You can see I've switched up to high explosive ammunition. I know that I just need to do a tiny bit of damage. 51 damage, I think, to get it in. And now there's 2 tanks left. I don't actually know. I haven't seen the other guy. This is the tier 7, the T-23 3 fires. We managed to take him down, and this is just, you know, the odds, they might be against you, but keep your head on your shoulders. Like, if you're in a strong position, even though you're outnumbered, like, you've got to approach the game as logically as you can. Now, I am very guilty of making bad decisions in game, rushing, pushing when I really shouldn't be or didn't need to. And, yeah. This is the game, one of the games where I don't actually end up doing that. And we're looking here. Cheeky little shot. And he's down now. 75 HP. Me and 44 sitting tight. And I think 44 gets the kill. He does! We obviously give each other effective players once the game is said and done. But yeah, keep fighting. Doesn't matter what the odds are saying. You can always hang in there. I don't know if the friend requests are piling in. Many friend requests. But yeah, not an amazing game, but just coming down from some low odds. And a big shout out to this dude. Only 6,000 battles experience. Played very well in the WZ112. Was definitely a handy person to have on the green team for that one. Now we've got 6 minutes to go. Let's see. Okay. Now we're we're looking for a... ooh. Speaking of tough situations, we've got a... Oh, another replay. Go on then. Let's make it this guy's night. Another replay from Taka. This will be the last one, and then we will have the room invite in about 5 minutes time. So we'll be okay. We're on time. We're on track, as it were. Back in this now. The first one was sent to us by Grumbly. This one was sent by the man himself, Taka Metsan Heku, which is obviously not how you say his name, but it is how I have said it. So he is in the RHM Borsig, which is very fitting. On Thursday we saw some VT replays, and we've seen some grill replays as well in the past. Very, very, very fantastic high damage games. And this one is where this continues our theme of not giving up even when the chips are down, because you never know how RNGesus may favor you unless you try. And so Taka's pushing up. My god, the Borsig's slow. Haven't driven this thing in years. Lovely little tank though. Very squishy. Very, very squishy. Into the soft cover of the bushes. Waiting. Biding his time. 3 heavy tanks spotted in the city. Head on a swivel. And there's a medium in there as well. Just checking who's who. And the J Panther 2. Red stacking heavy in the city. He's got an angle. He's looking for some damage. I think that one, yes, it did go in. 400 damage caused. Although the timer hasn't, the counter hasn't gone up, but he did some damage there. Now he's looking for the drive wheel of the T49. Oh, HE in through the side. Does get spotted. Pulling back. Now the Greens have lost one of their tanks. T49 coming in. Greens in the city in trouble. Does he have another HE round? He does not quite have it. There's a T32. He's just willing the T32 to move forwards. Looking for the shot, doesn't get it. T49 goes down, but the Greens have lost a Louver as well. The city flank falling apart. The IS-6, T29 in trouble. That's the T32 doing what we want it to do! 493. Doesn't get spotted. Low view range on that T-rate heavy. An advantage to our man in the Borsig. T29 pushes in, gets deleted for his I don't know the word. Naivety. Foolhardiness. Certainly pushing into the city, not a good plan. Staying under the cover of the Borsig, good plan. So the Borsig here, having a good time, indeed. Just waiting for another tank to pop out. We're up to 2,000 damage, not spotted yet. And now his teammates pushing in too far, biting off more than they can chew. The Ruddy just getting back into cover in the nick of time. The Greens in trouble. And we've lost the SP1C. And we've lost the FCM. And it was a 1 versus 5. Now it's a 1 versus 4. All of the red tanks in one-shot reach, except maybe the KV5 off on the right. That way. Panther 2. How did he bot? How? Many questions. How did he bounce that? How did he connect that shot? Doesn't matter. It's what happened. And Taka is well. This is it. He is playing it, and he's got the gun reloaded. He's looking for the kill. He takes down a tree. Run! Run, Taka! 1 versus 3. The J Panther knows he's one-shottable. Gets a very low roll. Gets taken down. The IS-2 bounces. RNGesus Taka trying to give the slip, takes a bit of ran damage, picks up the kill. He is skating on thin ice. Can he do it? Can he take down the KV5? Oh my god. His 35 hit points in the tank. The KV5 is notionally a 2-shot. I mean, if you were to put your money on anyone to win it right now, I mean, you'd have to be pretty crazy to be backing the Borsig. But that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We are backing the Borsig. Oh, he's been spotted again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, they've just gone off each other's radars. Oof. He knows the KV5 is potentially coming. He's banking on the KV5 coming this way. He is there waiting, like, locked and loaded. He's like, just come around that corner, I can get the track. Oh, other one, no! Oh my god. He's dropped down to ABCR. He knows the KV5 is a 2-shot. He needs the penetration. KV5 driver doesn't know what gun depression is. He's taking his time. Beautifully well played. 1 versus 5. A little bit of luck. A little bit of skill. But the win is the win for the player from the Winter War clan. More broad shoulders on the channel. And that room invite is up. We're in EROS versus Hapki on Rockfield now. So that's quite interesting. 2 minutes to go. Do we have a Rockfield map kicking around? Yes, we do. Let's go over to Strat Sketch. Rockfield, one of the maps that has newly been brought into rotation. Like, we haven't seen a lot of it on the Blitz esports scene. So relatively new. The meta is still kind of being thrashed out by the top teams in their fixtures against one another and trainings on the other days of the week. That's something else to bear in mind as well. Although these guys are playing about, 3 days a week in the round robin, they're also probably training at least 2 to 3 other days of the week as well, scrimmaging against one another and other clans that maybe just missed out on the professionals tournament. So worth bearing in mind the time commitment for these guys and how seriously they take it. Looking at the map here, A and B quite closely connected. Obviously in randoms we love seeing the brawls in C, but for clan wars the C area is quite isolated and doesn't have really good options for resetting B. You're very exposed on this ridgeline here and up here, and certainly a good clan wars team with the spotting mechanics kind of cohesion between its forces can really punish people using this part of the map. Now, we've seen EROS play on this before, and they're doing their you can't see it, but they're doing their in and out of the room shenanigans, and Hapki are doing it as well. So my screen is just lists doing this. I'll just show you quickly. Oh, EROS have stopped. Well, that's something. Okay. So I think in Clan Wars there is a big advantage to here. Particularly, you've got a more elevation when it comes to kind of crossfire engagements from sort of one side of the map to the other. The B area, same in Clan Wars as it is in randoms. It's very treacherous. Okay, there's hard cover, but it's not very secure. There's always an angle that you can get tagged from somewhere usually. Quick cap on B can be done, but it's still just as risky. Typically what we'll see is, what we have seen in the past rather, let's just go back to the room, 15 seconds to go, is C is kind of the cap where the mediums, light tanks will try and scout and kind of joust with one another for dominance, whilst the heavies go and meet somewhere in the middle. It will be interesting to see how these teams take it onto Rockfield tonight. EROS 50B, E50M, a T54 E1. They deserve to lose. They really deserve to lose this. They really deserve to lose. Romker in the T54 E1. The tank that earlier I had said is the least threatening. Is the least threatening tier 9 tank. And Petros says chance to win. Oh, more than a chance here. Basically going in with a gun advantage. Double mouse tanks from Hapki. Hapki with a very solid lineup here. Triple mouse, double 140, double 263. It's a bit of an odd combination, but I can see the synergy here. There's a lot of DPM in the TDs and mediums, and a lot of armor and pushing power in the mouse tanks. Certainly EROS with only triple IS4s don't really have the staying power, but with Nico working the backfield, maybe they can potentially outplay them at range. But Karolek is losing HP. Hapki are pushing through, but they're bleeding hit points. Romker is even doing a bit of damage there in the tier 9. And Hapki have lost a lot of, and this is what we're saying, EROS, wise move by the triple IS4 contingent to pull back. Last is looking for the flank. Hapki, 6 tanks stacked on A, but they're bleeding hit points. Last looking to get stuck into X5. He is getting pushed on by Error on Blitz. He'll empty one more in, but then he'll be out of shots. And Petros will be coming in. Hapki now down by about 4k, but they're going to focus Last out. Last getting safe. The mouse tanks hanging in there. Still a bit of damage on the field. Petros on X5. The 263 is looking pretty low. Error on Blitz. And the other 140 player moving around the backfield. No guns down. Hapki still 3k HP behind. They will pick up the A cap. Now they can pull back into defensive positions, but they are going to lose X5. Last coming in with the kill. EROS going a gun up. Hapki with the 140s on the flank, but as we said before earlier, this is a really difficult place to hold, and see that red tracer fire hammering in. And Jerker and Michael have gone down. Veta, Karolek pushing in through the top. Vupsi potentially in trouble. Petros goes down to Nico. The 268. Hand of Grace from the back. Now Bunder 09 is in trouble. Error on Blitz goes down to Veta. Last looking for a shot. Gets it. Bunder hanging in there. Shock takes him down. And Nico with the final kill on the 140. And that is a pretty concerning performance because the damage numbers, Romker doing 2k damage in a tier 9 and the professionals tournament. Someone have words with him. Hapki losing too many hit points on the push across the top. Nice positioning by EROS, especially for the 50B shock. Good damage numbers across the board, really. The IS4 is holding back in a passive position. Everyone else getting crossfires. Hapki not really able to push in effectively. The mouse tanks well armored, but slow. Romker has been moved to the queue and probably will not be playing another game this evening. And let's see. And DJ has asked what the teams are doing. And it's basically, yeah, it's purely by chance, but it's back-to-back fixtures of the same teams, which arguably it is a tough break for Hapki because EROS are very high seeds in the professionals tournament. And Taka does admit that RN Jesus was on his side for the RHM, and I would agree. You did have just a smidgen of luck. But we're going in back onto Rockfield, swapping the spawns. EROS to start on the south spawn now. Hapki to start on the north. No tier 9s for EROS. They're taking it seriously. Very aggressive lineup. Potentially they've got the DPM here with the 113s. Oh no, Hapki with the Foshes. EROS with the speed dynamic. Not really sure who's got the kind of the... No real burst. No clippers from either side. Double Fosh for Hapki. As I said, I'm not a huge fan of the Fosh tank. I think it fills a very strange role halfway between the 263 and the 268. Petros burning the petrol as quickly as he can to get in. Vater getting pushed off C. Vater in trouble. Vater narrowly dodges his shots, but now he is in a difficult position. Vater bleeding a lot of hit points that cost him dearly. EROS still managing to rack up hit points on others. Jerker and Error into C nice and safely. Last, and RG getting cross shots. Oof. X5 picking up a little bit of damage there. And we're seeing the cap points in the favor of Hapki. Hit points neck and neck. Hapki looking pretty comfortable, and there's a good push coming here. Michael 997 Jerker and that guy whose name I can't pronounce coming in hard, looking for Vater. Vater to go down to the mouse. Early gun advantage to Hapki. Can they capitalize? EROS' forces are relatively split. Nico and the 268's pretty out of there. Petros has gone down, but so has Karolek. Shock's looking pretty low. The 113 doesn't connect. We've lost X5. Jerker takes down Shock. Last is looking pretty low. Hapki with a slight hit point lead. Can they maintain possession of the advantage? Can EROS bring it back? Bunder09 coming in, looking for Last. Gets him. We've lost Jerker though to Voopsy. Voopsy, RG, Nico versus Bunda, Michael, Era, and Jiblosti. Whoopsie to take down the 113. No, Bunda blocking the 113. Oh dear, Hapki all over the place. Voopsy looking for some ram damage. Will pick up the guy who's hard to pronounce. Michael looking to take down RG. Bunda doesn't take down Nico, but Era does. Oh, it's 2-on-2. Michael and now Voopsy. Last man standing. Can he carry? He needs to take down this guy. He needs to take down Error on Blitz. Can he do it? It looks like he can. It's a low roll. Now Error on Blitz needs to rotate behind Michael. We've got 4 minutes to play. Voopsy reverse side scraping effectively. Very effectively. Oh, it's a low HE roll. The mouse coming in for some ram damage. Gets it. Voopsy has to repair the track. He's in trouble. He's stuck. Error on Blitz has got a clear line in. Hapki take it to EROS. 1-1 on Rockfield. Hapki with a great push. Nice control over the C flank. EROS, too many guns, too far away to respond effectively. Error on Blitz and Michael 997. 4.5k damage in a tournament. Whew. Big numbers. Big numbers indeed. Voopsy playing very well at the end. Just obviously outgunned. RN Jesus not shining on him enough. And now we're going to Canyon. Love it. Love Canyon. Love me some Canyon. Fantastic map. We'll be seeing a very different kind of gameplay. Canyon's a lot more open. The elevation is in the middle on the B cap. Obviously, this is I say this every time, but Canyon was a bit of a game changer in terms of map design. It focused people into the middle of the map rather than sitting at the edges. That B cap area, even when you're not playing Supremacy, it's so important for map control and awareness. And let's just see. And we're just loading up. We had the stream crash. No, we're good. We're good. We live. And DMG praising the T54E1 strat. Don't do that. Don't encourage Ronka. He's been a very, very naughty boy indeed. And he's sitting out. He's sitting out this game as well. 1-1. Hapki and EROS going into Canyon. EROS should be more comfortable on this map. They should have had more practice, more experience than Hapki in this arena, but remains to be seen. Hapki proving that they can put points against EROS on the board, but can they take the series? EROS, red team south spawn, Hapki, blue team north spawn. EROS, nice dynamic lineup, shored up. Let's go. Freecam giving us some grief. Well, Nico in the back chat hammering his way towards A, calling for assistance, gets a spot in on Michael 997 in the IS4. Michael going to that spot under B, takes a hit from Nico, spots him up in return. Nico should be getting A pretty swiftly though. Potentially though, no, EROS will just squeeze in A first. They are leading, and we've got a lot of guns. We've got Bunder 09, Jerker, and Petros. Now Hapki, with the double back chats, technically do have a lot of mobility on the field. The 50B though for EROS, also no slouch. Lots of 113s. Happy to see that. Shock in the M48 pattern. Perfect position for the pattern here on B. Nice pink camo as well. True EROS colors on display. Now Michael's getting caught out of position. Nico and Vupsi have got some good angles here. Hapki are having to flex back through the spawn, covering old ground to come in and support. Vupsi takes a shot from Michael, doesn't get one connected in return, and we're seeing Petros now looking to support. They need to keep Michael in position there, but he's in a bit of a bind. Hit points are pretty even, although Hapki now almost 1k below. Hapki chasing cap points. Jablorski bleeding. Where is he? Bleeding on the cross. The 268 pulling back. Too far in the open. Bunder 09. Petros. Oh, Jerker taking an absolute beating. Beta and Vupsi getting some really nice shots in here. Vupsi, last man standing in the previous game, not engaging effectively. Shock still controlling B. Now RG in the grill, looking for those cross shots, not really getting them, but he is about to be discovered by X5. X5's got a birthday party here. Oh, RG moves in the nick of time. In the nick of time. Oh, and he's now aware that X5 is there. X5 firing at just the wrong moment. Nico, of course, as well, getting stuck into the back of X5. He's got two in the chamber. X5 potentially in trouble. Hapki looking pretty ropey. They have lost about 3k hit points in the time that they've managed to take about 700 off EROS. Not trading effectively, and Michael goes down. Veta firing from under the bridge in the 113 gets the first gun down off Hapki's lineup. Vupsi looking for more shots. He's connecting with EROS on Blitz. Jablorski, EROS on Blitz, and Jerker all kind of in a bit of a bind here. They're getting shot from two angles. Karalek, well, Shock's also bleeding hit points. Nico's doing a good job of supporting his team at range. Hapki, 6 guys, 3 and 3. They're about 50% capacity in terms of hit points. RG gets a big hit into Petros. Now Nico, his time to shine. Can he take down Petros? No, he can't. Bunda now on the reload. RG looking to put a huge round into him. High roll, 805, having to run X5 on the chase for RG. Nico coming in support. Petros going down to Karalik. RG with the kill. And now it's 3-3 in the corner. Hapki Spawn standing, getting pushed on by Last, Vater, and Last, well, keeping those guys well pincered into the corner. EROS sitting very pretty indeed. And we're now, let's just have a look at this. Our shock. Crucial role, and we were talking about the B area being really important in the middle of Canyon to control the M48 pattern. Strong turret all round, good angles, nice gun handling, good gun depression. It's a great choice to control that area aggressively. IS-4s, IS-7s, even a 113 can do it defensively, but they can't engage over the top. The M48 pattern can hold that area and engage. A little bit less robust in terms of a push if one comes over, but a good brawl tank nonetheless. And Shock playing that role very well. Good numbers all round for EROS. Error on Blitz having a pretty solid game as well. Other players from Hapki, like Jerka for example, not really connecting enough shots, doing enough damage to keep up with the pressure being applied by EROS. 50 seconds to go. Going back into Canyon, best of 5, first team to 3 wins it. EROS leading Hapki 2-1, match point to EROS. They win this one. They'll have beaten Hapki on both encounters, in both fixtures 3-1. Obviously, they don't want to be taken to a tiebreaker. The room for error drops dramatically. It is a do-or-die situation, and they will be hoping to avoid that versus Hapki. Hapki, of course, currently scoreless, looking to put the first win on the board, and that would be a huge boost to team morale, beating current second seeds EROS, who were only defeated in the first half of the round robin stage by R2K. R2K undefeated at the moment, 7-0. Will remain to see how the scores stand. 5 seconds on the clock. EROS 4-1-1-3s, double back chats IS-7. They're going hard and fast somewhere. And it has probably got very little to do with B. Hapki also pretty dynamic. A 268 and an IS-4 instead of another back chat and another 113. Nice, similar lineups. EROS a little bit softer but a little bit faster. Nico dropping the hammer, speed boost. And there is an Iron Fist coming somewhere, and we were saying not moments ago that you can use an IS-7 to hold B, and that looks like RG's role, battle hardened camouflage. RG will be holding the B area. EROS hard and fast into C. RG proxy spotting Petros, needs to get up there, needs to spot the other players. Hapki though, when they trigger A, EROS will know where they are. Now will they come in and just steamroll Petros? This is the question. How are they going to flex and rotate? Hapki are coming in hard and fast as well, and RG doesn't know it's coming, but it is coming. And it is error on Blitz, X5, Michael, Bunda. And they are going to be dropping the hammer on RG. Petros hanging in safety, and RG goes down, focus fire and a half. But the 268 similarly taking a beating. This has cost Hapki a lot, and now they've got tanks in unfavorable positions. Guns are even. EROS engaging from effective firing positions. We've got Nico in the back chat on the drum reload. Voopsy though doesn't trade well. Nico gets a shot in, pulls one out from his opponents. Hapki rotating. EROS also sending Shock and Veta in over the top. EROS leading in terms of hit points, but Hapki are pushing. They are going to try and take this one to a tiebreaker. Hapki playing very aggressive. Go another gun up. Nico's having to run last. Well, error on Blitz is in the wrong place, but he's pushed past last. Great move by Error, reuniting with his teammates. Oh, but he gets taken down. Petros reloading. Hapki surrounded, getting punished by the terrain resistance. Looks like they're going for last. It's 4 on 5. EROS with a 2k HP advantage. Karolek's on the drum reload. He's going to have some shells in. He'll be able to take down this 113s. Shock. Oh, EROS have this one in the bag. Surely Nico picking up another kill. 2 more in the chamber. Looking now for Petros. Switching targets on the drum reload himself. Karolek coming in. Petros hanging in. Gets pushed away. Michael reloading. Engaging Shock. Nico. Karolek now has some ram damage. Love it. Bunder and Michael. 2 on 3. It's not impossible. 2 on 2. Can Bunder and Michael beat the Batchats? The Batchats have them on mobility. Nico makes a little bit of a mistake there. Karolek. 3 shots. Going. Oh, doesn't quite get it. Oh, takes a big hit. Nico peeking out. Shock lamenting his team for their ropey performance this evening. Karolek dueling Bunder. Karolek just not having any luck penetrating this IS-7. Nico says, let me have a crack. And the Batchats, the double Batchats, carrying EROS through. And it is a 3-1 victory to EROS over Hapki. EROS now 7-1 at the opening of the second half, just after tour 8. The Batchats played very well, very effectively, shall we say, with 7.5k damage between them. 50% pretty much of the team's damage in the Batchats. So huge kudos to Karolek and Nico there. All round solid performance by EROS. Few mischievous games where they deserved to lose but didn't. Hapki proving that they are capable of challenging EROS, but in terms of taking home the series, don't quite have the consistency just yet to beat EROS, but certainly a very capable team indeed. Let's see. I'm gonna load up my little what do you call it, tournament screen. Let's see those results. Well, Tour 8, the first tour of the round 2 of the round robin. EROS beating Hapki 3-1. Raid taking First Alliance apart 3-0. A comprehensive beating. R2K beating Souls 3-0. We're just waiting for the win easy game now. As we said, that will be a very important one. But Raid are in ascension. They had 2 very bad games on the opening night, but they have been nothing but effective, performing well, challenging R2K, taking them to a tiebreaker. So the Raid are back in the running for the top 4, and they're back with a vengeance, beating First Alliance. Certainly a very good sign for them indeed. First Alliance will have cause for concern. They have actually lost, although they've won quite a few series in the first half. They led quite a few games through. They didn't have an easy time of those wins, unlike EROS and R2K, who were able to win. Well, EROS rather, who had a good habit of winning games 3-0, 3-1 against most teams. So let's just jump in with another replay. And let's see. We're looking for that replay. We don't have it. That's sad. Oh, we've got a replay from Skull Cena, and it looks like a good one. Go on then, why not? We're just waiting for the results. And we're on Winter Malanovka. Oh, we're also in the wrong place. There we go. We're on Winter Malanovka. He is a big fish. The only tier 9 in a tier 9 8 game. Skull Cena calling left from the K4 clan. In his clan camouflage there. Living the dream. What an aggressive, very pro wargaming camouflage that is. Kind of like a limey, yellowy, greeny color. And he is making a move for the top. It's an encounter battle. He's just testing his gun. It works. And he's making his way. It's taking a little bit of a shortcut going into the middle of the city. Certainly he can afford to be aggressive, being the only tier 9 on the table, and he needs to be aggressive for his team. They'll be relying on him to soak up a lot of damage. Indeed. And that is his job. His job is to get shot. He doesn't manage to connect there with the IS-8. His opposite number in terms of tier 9 stakes. Keeping his awareness. Not coming out sideways. Side scraping. Makes that shot. Don't know how he makes that and doesn't make the first one. But it's a good snapshot. And he's pushing in aggressively. And he's looking to angle up. Gets the bounce. Now has a good shot on the louver as it comes around the corner. Skull Cena not worrying about the IS-8, wanting to help his teammate, the T-34. Still manages to pick up a bounce. Got 840 damage blocked. Green's looking pretty happy. But they have taken down, well, they have lost the 251. The IS-8, that's a fast tank. And the Motion doing a good chunk of damage every punch. Green Panther 2 in trouble. Motion hunting that IS-8. The IS-8 getting ram killed by the T-34. Always ram if you have the opportunity and it doesn't cost you the game. Looking for the shot now on the Tiger 2. Should be able to go in through the drive wheel. 501. Good roll. Skull Cena. Not really taking a lot of fire. Teammates are dropping though. Looking to finish off the Tiger 2 here. Gets it. Bounces the T-54. Doesn't bounce the 110. 3 on 3. Look at this wiggling the chassis, not providing an easy target. Doesn't go into the 110's lower plate. Does pick up the bounce. Nice angle on the turret. Pushing in now on Legend in 79. The Sweb 2 clan. Nice roll. It's a 3 on 2. The enemy T-2064 taking down the green Tiger 2. Was always going to take a little bit of damage there, but it's worth it. No ram damage picked up. Looking for the commander's hatch. Gets it. Not able to block that damage. Does get a ram kill there. Now there's a T-2064 versus the IS-3. And the and Legend in 79. Well played. And Skull Cena. Good sport. Not gloating. These are the role models that we need in our life, you know? Saying well played to the guy that destroyed you and not rubbing it in your opponent's face when you smash them apart with your tank. Bounces. And now this is quite a tough situation actually for Skullcena. Now that's a full HP T26E4. He's got 3 kills. He's got a fancy camouflage. That always helps. We've blocked 1600 damage. 3 minutes on the clock. It's going to be a brawl. Now, does Skullcena try and engage him up close and personal? I think he does. The gun of the Motion, it's good, but it's not brilliant at range. I think, what is it? Dorme 69. Well, Dreadnought, the dead T-34, got the ram kill on the IS-8, advising his teammate not to get too close, and that's true. You don't want to get... I don't know if this tank can circle death the Motion, but certainly it's not impossible. But he will take some damage here. No, he doesn't! Oh, but Snapshot doesn't go in. Now the T-26 should have him on the reload. Should be able to go in through the lower plate. No, into the tracks. Great hull movement, great chassis movement here by Skullcena. Does he have enough time? Yes, he does. Forces Dom69 to use a repair kit. Nice angles. Not enough. That building is going to be a bit of a pain. Can he reverse side scrape? He's always bleeding. Bleeding hit points. There you can see Dom69 had to use another repair kit. And again, getting the tracks. Now he's taken the T-26 down to a 2-shot. He just needs to connect this one. Gets another bounce. 2.3k damage blocked. Skullcena, he's taken this down pretty good. Yellow Fruit, the green 251. And look at this, Skullcena switch to a HE round. He takes some more damage. High roll 57. I should have gone for the ram, but it was a good call to finish him off with HE. No chances taken. And Skullcena there. Mastery. And of course, there's a steel wall. Good carry, and it was a... Knocked me down, it was a ratings game. Gold and Silver League overlap. 15 hits received, 6 of them no damage. Some of these would have been track shots as well, at least 2 or 3. So very well played by Skullcena from K4 Clan. And now let's just jump back and see. We're waiting for the results. They should be in by now. Of Win versus Easy. We're going to find them out together. Win beat Easy! Hey! Well played. Who is next? They are staying in the running. We said ideally they wanted to win both matches this evening, but certainly they had to win at least one, and they have. They're currently 3-5. And that leaves them, well, it leaves them not in a brilliant position, but not in a hopeless position. They have a lot of work ahead of them. The good news is they still have, I say good news, they still have Hapki and Souls to play. They'll be quite positive about those matches. For Win, they will be desperately looking to pick up some victories against, well, let's see who else they've got to play. They've got Souls, EROS, Raid, R2K, and First Alliance, and Hapki. They've still got a lot of games to play. Still got 6 games. Actually, that's something worth bearing in mind. We've crossed the halfway point now. All teams have played 8 games. They have got 6 more left to play. All of those 6 games will be rematches versus teams that they have already played. We're going back into round 2 now. So for Win, they will really be looking to pick up victories against the likes of First Alliance and Raid. Those are the ones that they have to beat going forward to try and get into the top 4. Of course, if they can also put points on the board against R2K and EROS, that's extremely helpful and possibly essential depending on how well their opponents do. Hapki and Souls, they'll be looking to shut them down just as effectively as they did On Thursday, 3-0, both counts. Win, not taking any chances, unlike the very cocky EROS team. But we love them. They are good guys, and they do make our lives exciting and enjoyable. So that's all from me for now. I hope, let me just check how long the stream's been running for. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 50 minutes. So that should be enough time for you guys to get some coins. I will shut down the stream. I'll leave some music playing in the background for 5 minutes if you're hanging in there for some, like, the last coins. I want to help you guys open some crates. I am going to be back online streaming in about 5.5 hours. 3 a.m. CEST, Central European Summertime, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going to be following Rain in their fixtures. Rain's RGN's Rain team, their main team. There's another mosquito. I'll get it later. We got one on stream, that'll do. So, huge thank you for tuning in. Please do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Blah, 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 blah. It's all good metrics, and we can throw the numbers at Wargaming. And maybe we can do some more commentary like this moving forwards. So, thank you very much. Rolling Swarm signing out for now. See you guys. Thanks.
We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. 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 Show them. Change the station with a new shit.
Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
It's murder. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
I killed it. I killed it. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder.
Go crazy, berserker.